Okay, good afternoon everybody and welcome to Prestige Auctions again. We've got another amazing sale for you this week. The general sale, which is taking place on the 27th of January at Prestige Auctions in Grimsby. If you're new to us, we're a small auction room based on the East Coast in Grimsby. We get through lots and lots of lots every single week. Every week is usually between 1,000 and 1,200 lots. Even though we're a general sale room, we do get lots of great stuff. What we're going to do today is we're going to show you some of that great stuff and try and give you some pointers on why auctions are such a good idea if you've got a good local auction room to sell jewellery. Now, we all know that people are going around the country setting up in local village halls saying bring us your gold, delivering leaflets through your door. High streets are saying to it, bring your gold to us, we'll give you the best price and all the rest of it. But have you ever asked yourself, are they really giving you the best price? Well, to me, the answer is always going to be no. And for the simple reason, they've got to make money on it. So the thing is, when you take items to your local auction room, if you've got a good local auction room, of course, you're going to find stuff like this in there that people can submit into auction rather than take into the high street, still get paid out cash, and sell it at a price that people are going to want to pay. So I'm going to give you a few examples. So last week's auction, we sold a lot of silver. And within that silver, we had a 10.4 gram silver bracelet it was. Not in its original box or anything else. It was with onyx. It made £94, right? So of course, the doubters amongst you will say straight away, well, but you've got your commissions to take off and your lotting fees and stuff like that. Well, at Prestige Auctions in Grimsby, that's a £1 lotting fee, 10% commission plus VAT. The VAT is only on the commission. So when you look at the fees on that, it's a £1.20 lotting fee, including the VAT. And then if it was £94, it's £9.40 plus VAT. So you'd have lost, what, 13 quid-ish, something like that, 13, maybe £14 off 94. So that's still £80. Was it worth that? Well, it was to two people. At least two people in the auction room made it that much money. So what we're trying to get across to you from Prestige here is auctions are often a very, very good way to sell jewellery. And what we're going to do, we're going to give you a few examples because of the kind of auction business that we are, we do a lot of house clearances. We get this, as you can see here around us, trays of rings. There's 18 karat gold rings in there. There's 9 karat gold rings. There's an amount of silver, gold chains, and the silver chains and things that we're going to come to quite soon. But what I want to do is show you some of these fantastic items that get thrown up in house clearance estates, people bringing it in privately, etc. Because they're seeing that at Prestige Auctions we are getting good prices for these items. They're getting more than they are being offered on the high street or in the village hall. So let's have a look at this. So here's a great interesting little piece, quite quirky. Now, I've always said quirky sells. When it comes to selling items in an auction, something that's a bit more different, the better. You know, this little moving fish, absolutely fantastic. It's like a little fish skeleton. Well, what does it weigh? It's 9 karat gold and it weighs just over 5 grams. But somebody's going to look at that and they're going to love it. Now, why would you want to scrap that is the thing. The only reason you'd want to scrap it is if you thought you could get more money for it. So, what else do we have here in this week's auction? Well, can't go anywhere without looking at this beast right here. This is a 9 karat gold buckle ring. This is a monster. It's a big heavy ring. What does it weigh? 35.91 grams. Well, of course, this isn't going to be cheap. This is going to be expensive because there's a lot of gold in there, a lot of 9 karat gold. We'll see what that one does. Of course, if you do want to know how all this stuff does, if you get to watch this video, the auction is live on Facebook and on YouTube every Saturday. We do suggest you watch it on YouTube as you're watching this on YouTube. So what else do we have? Well, we've got this tiny 9 karat gold onyx ring, 2.99 grams. But look at that. Look at the size of it. You actually put it on the pen and it literally is only just bigger than a pen itself. So who would have had this? Well, one of the things for sure, people over the years are getting bigger. There's no doubt about that. You go back to the 30s and 40s, people were smaller, people are getting bigger. Or of course, this could in theory have been made for a child. I doubt it, to be fair, because at 2.99 grams, I'm not sure it would have been a child's ring. But there you go. It's a nice little thing. Also, up here, we've got, because people say when you go to auctions, oh, it'll all just be rubbish and all the rest of it. Absolutely not. 18 carat gold, sapphire and diamond ring. 18 carat. Antique 18 carat antique ring there. 9 carat gold sapphire ring. All of these coloured stones. Amethyst. We've got some coral down here as well. We've also got what's called a gate bracelet. These gate bracelet individual links around the side. That's quite a nice piece as well. We've got more sapphire and diamonds there. And then we've got this one, 9 carat gold ring. So look at that, you'll think it's a sovereign, but it's not. It's just been stamped out. Okay, so people that couldn't afford the sovereign rings, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it is literally just a piece of 9 carat gold that's been stamped out to try and make it look like a sovereign ring. So back in the 80s and that, when sovereign rings were particularly popular, if you couldn't afford one, you'd buy one of these. But look at this one here, 18 carat gold, light sapphire and diamond ring. Now, as you can see there, the sapphire on that isn't quite as dark as the normal ones, which to some people can be a lot more desirable. Some people like light coloured sapphires. Diamonds around the edge, and you can see by the general look of this ring that it is a much older ring. Not necessarily the design that we'd use these days, but again, much better than scrap. So, putting that tray aside, what have we got on this tray? Well, let's look at some of these things we've got on here. 9 carat gold bracelet, 24.12 grams. We've got 9 carat gold bangles. We've got this lovely, lovely cluster ring. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on that, just how nice that is. Now these, in particular on this tray, are being sold with no reserves. So what does that mean? Well, if you come into the auction room and say, well, that scraps at, let's say, £100, but the bid only gets up to £30, then you get it at £30 plus the commission. That's as good as it is. This one here, a bit old-fashioned, but 9 carat gold, 9 carat gold brooch. We've also got here opals. Opals in the auction this last week were doing so well. We had some opal rings in. We had one opal ring, 3.4 grams, 9 carat gold and opal. It made £201. Now, you show me somewhere on a high street or in a church hall that's going to give you that sort of money. It's absolutely not going to happen because they want to make a good profit on them themselves. They're not bothered about what you make. Bit of an old-fashioned thing this, but this is a sterling silver fruit knife. That's quite nice as well. And then we've got these. This here is sterling silver, or maybe not always sterling silver. Sometimes these are a lower grade because they're Indian and things, but this is what they call filigree. And this is where they make the things really intricately carved out and pushed out and pierced. And, you know, little bits and bobs like this. You think how many hours of work would have gone into that? And it only weighs a few grams, so it's not worth scrapping. It's much better as an item. Well, we've also got all these chains in this week's auction as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to do another video for these ones. Showing you all these and the silver. So don't forget, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you at the next one.